the foundation for Lincoln Public Schools. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Homeowners, is your yard in distress? Is your lawn being held hostage by stubborn and unruly weeds? Never fear, lawn lovers. Weedman is here. We'll rescue your lawn and restore its beautiful emerald green glory. The results of our expertly applied program are sure to impress the toughest of critics, your neighbors. Take that, Dale. Vanquish weeds and transform your lawn this year with Weedman Lawn Care. Get 50% off your first application. Go to weedman.com today. Terms and conditions apply. Go to weedman.com today.
It's officially one of the greatest weeks of the year on the sports calendar, Masters Week. Book your tee time today with friends, family, or coworkers at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Doors open at 10 a.m. from Thursday to Sunday, and they'll have food directly from Augusta National, like pimento cheese sandwiches, Georgia pecan caramel popcorn, and lots more, plus specialty drinks to get you in the mood for the greatest golf tournament in the world. Book a bay today at doubleeagle.golf.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons. Spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time of year it is. Sports seasons, football season, baseball season, or even off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now, of course. And now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated. It's time for the chocolate season, y'all. 40th and Old Cheney. Or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com. See you there.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Attention all Wings fans! 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. Once again, Harrison Arns behind the ones and twos. Here with the host, as always, Chancellor Brewington. And again, if you guys ever want to join in on the show, we got Royals on the airwaves. But again, we're still live here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and of course, Allo Channel 961. Great way to put a face to the voice. But nonetheless, Monday, what's the weather like out there yet? Is it getting nasty?
It's a little windy.
Picking up?
Yeah, it's a little windy.
Okay.
Not too bad, though.
Now, are you one of those people, do you like the storms when they come in like this, or do you get nervous about the hail, tornado potential?
I don't think I've been out here long enough to experience it. I don't think I had hail yet.
Really?
Like a real bad hail where like you kind of got to like watch out for your car.
Okay, yeah. I guess probably the last one, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the last one was like 2019, at least on the south side.
Okay, then I wasn't here.
I was lucky. I went home to Hartington, 3 hours up north. I came back, and the apartments I lived at the time, like every car was just massive hail. There was siding just completely ripped off from like the massive sizes of hail, because we parked the next day well after the storm, and there was still just like tons of ice. And I was like, what the hell is this on the road? And it was just hail still melting. From the night. Yeah, it was insane.
So with the hail, how big does it get? It's pretty.
It can go from like golf ball to tennis ball.
Golf ball to tennis ball?
I've never seen tennis ball, but apparently that day I missed it.
Even a golf ball is big. That's like that big.
Yeah, it'll break your windshields.
Really?
That's like if it's extreme. Yeah, it can cause. That's why shout it out to you and Megan Walker. Depending on like check the weather tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah,
because you do not want your car out there. If that's
really,
yeah, if there's potential, it's like odds of it happening super low. But if it does, you're gonna feel like such an idiot if you come out there and your car is just wrecked by hail.
Really?
Unless you got good insurance on it and you can just go quick get it fixed. Because a lot of places, if it's not too bad, they can just get the dents out. But
yeah,
it's expensive if you don't got insurance to cover it.
My goodness. Okay, well, you just put me on game. Thank goodness I'm leaving this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make it through today and tomorrow though. I think this weekend's supposed to be beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, tonight and tomorrow.
Of course.
But I think tonight's gonna be like 4 a.m. I think it got pushed back, so
really?
You should be all right. Yeah, it's not raining yet, so I think we're fine.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't really know what to start the show off with, but I want to talk some basketball.
Playoffs are here, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Can you pull up the Western Conference real quick? Because
I got it right there.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, you already have it. Oh my goodness,
it's that time.
I'm pretty sure. So what the Lakers finished off as? They finished off as
47-35, sitting at the 8th seed, playing the game versus the Pelicans.
Pelicans.
That's a tough matchup for the Pelicans. Did you catch the end of the regular season for the Lakers?
With AD getting a little banged up,
where they played the Pelicans in that last game.
Yeah,
just embarrassed the Pelicans.
Yeah,
so tough matchup for them.
Hard to beat a team twice though, but I think we'll get it. I think it's gonna be easy for us.
I don't know what to make of the Pelicans. They're such a perplexing team to me.
Right.
Like I feel like they should have had it figured out. Like the Lonzo Ball era is tough. Because I feel like they really messed up trading him, but maybe in hindsight it was right because he's been out and hurt with the Bulls. But it did feel like that was their chance. And it felt like when they got rid of Ball, the entire momentum just kind of sunk.
Is B.I. still there, Brandon Ingram?
Yep, he's still there.
He's still there. And then they don't have CJ McCollum, do they?
Well, I think they still got CJ McCollum.
Did
he get traded? I think he's still on the roster, yeah.
Jeez, they kind of got a squad then.
Yeah, and it's just perplexing. Zion just hasn't had the career arc you'd expect.
Dang, they look.
I'm almost positive they still got him. Yeah, they still got CJ McCollum, Jonas Valanciunas, another great player, Herb Jones, and Trey Murphy III. They got Jose Alvarado, the classic guy who's always just pickpocketing, like hiding behind coaches, players, whatnot. Yeah. Not a bad player, just not a deep roster either.
Right.
But yeah, I was really excited on Zion and Brandon Ingram back in the day. Thought Lonzo Ball was going to be it. Again, that's just such a tough read. I think he did fix it in Chicago, but the injury. Hopefully he comes back because he's a fun player to watch.
Yeah, he is fun.
But yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him. I can't ever figure out that roster. Small market doesn't help either.
Yeah, it doesn't help. But I mean, Zion's been playing a lot better to finish the year off.
Yeah, it's just like he's not that guy who was claimed to be the next Michael Jordan. Do you remember the hype around that guy?
Yeah.
When you build that much hype, it's dangerous.
Yeah, it didn't help. He was like an NBA player in high school, the way he was, how explosive he was.
I would have made him look like the next LeBron James, no question.
Yeah.
Like he would have destroyed
Probably
me.
Me too, yeah.
That vertical was insane. I mean, and he was just a grown man.
Yeah.
Being that strong
grown man
at like 18 is ridiculous.
Yeah, and he went and he did some really good things in college. I don't know. I just think obviously like the way everyone's body is, his is a lot more explosive than regular athletes.
Broke out his shoe at Duke, busted out. I think he busted out of an NBA shoe as well.
Yeah, like he just that like when you're that big and that explosive, that's something you got to really take care of your body.
It's kind of criminal him and RJ Barrett didn't go ahead and win the March Madness that year.
Who'd they lose to? Was that to Gonzaga?
It might have been.
Was that with Suggs when
Oh, that was the North Carolina year. Whereas North Carolina and Villanova with Josh Hart
maybe
for Villanova, because this kind of seems like that close to that same era.
No, I think Josh Hart a little bit older.
Okay, you might be right there. Yeah, he is older.
Yeah,
he got drafted before Zion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's look that up. I think it might have been Gonzaga.
I'm trying to think because it wasn't Suggs. Suggs was playing like 2 sports, or in high school, I think he played 2 sports.
So they made it to the Elite 8. Disappears. Wow, this article just coming right at Zion.
Jeez.
Zion Williamson disappears in an Elite 8 loss when Duke needed him the most.
My goodness. Who wrote that?
Michigan State.
Michigan State? Who was on that team?
Shout out Tom Izzo.
Who's on that team?
2019 Michigan State.
Oh my goodness.
This is a good
2019
lesson.
Michigan State. I'm trying to think. I know obviously not Draymond, but who else came from Michigan State?
So they got Langford, Foster Lawyer, Rocket Watts, Cassius Winston, Jack Hoiberg. Hey, shout out. Aaron Henry, Stephen Izzo, Brock. Not guys that you would think. None of these guys, I don't think, are even in the NBA today.
Okay, well, just a gritty bunch.
Well, let's go back to maybe it's 2018-19.
Yeah, 2018-19.
Yeah, because it'd be 2019.
Yeah. Gotta have somebody. Gotta have somebody.
Julius Marble, Braden Burke, Connor George, Gabe Brown, Marcus Bingham, Malik Hall. Hey, there's
Malik Hall. Yeah.
All right, Joey Hauser, not bad.
Maybe there's somebody. Maybe we're missing someone.
I mean, I remember right. Langford was a problem, but that's still surprising.
Yeah.
Okay. That's shout out Tom Izzo if you don't think he's a good coach.
Yeah.
They did business to take down Duke that year.
That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty impressive. But I mean, looking at our Lakers right now, I think
your Lakers. Correct yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. My Lakers. I think we're gonna be all right. I seen a tweet and it said if LeBron take them, beat first round, beat the Nuggets, second round beat who's second round?
You're gonna be going up against Timberwolves or Suns.
Suns, and then in the
then it's gonna be Thunder, Clippers, Mavericks, or
beat the Mavs, and then we beat the Celtics in the finals. LeBron retires right after the season. Then he's crowned the greatest nobody can argue ever again.
I thought the Husker Kool-Aid was bad, man. The LA Kool-Aid is ridiculous.
No, but think about it. Can anyone say he not better than Jordan? Will that seal the deal?
Might be, yeah.
Who could argue that? At year 21,
you're gonna. This is gonna suck, but you are gonna get the argument. Well, if Michael would have played longer.
No,
I think it becomes a legit argument if he does it.
Yeah,
at his age,
if he gets to the finals,
he's got to win it. He's got to win.
Oh my,
he's got to win.
Yeah,
I will say though, I was putting a lot into that last regular season game with the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron looks terrifying right now,
bro.
What did he have in the first half? 13 assists.
Yeah, and finished with 17. Like he looked like a dog. Like he looked like. I'm not gonna say he looked like 09 Bron because. He obviously just isn't as explosive.
No, it's more playmaking, but it's beautiful to watch.
Yeah, but like his finishing around the rim, his touch is like he has a lot more touch and a lot more finesse around the rim like nowadays. Obviously, like athleticism when he was younger, but my goodness.
Well, I saw a stat too, and if like you just think it's free throw, superstar calls definitely exist in the NBA. And if you tell me I'm wrong, you gotta have a convincing argument to tell me as to why. But I think LeBron was still like 4th in points per game if you're taking out free throws. Like he gets buckets. He's a great finisher still. Like without the free throws, you subtract everybody's free throws because superstar calls, they're real. It confuses things.
Yeah.
He's still legit. Like he's still up there scoring buckets. It's not just he's sitting at the free throw line eating. Like Joel Embiid drops significantly. You take his free throws away. And that's also tougher because that's how people stop him.
100.
But
yeah.
he's still a great free. Yeah, it's just LeBron's finishing is definitely just keeps getting better.
Yeah, I saw something else that said Anthony Davis is the most overrated superstar of all time in the NBA, and that he shouldn't have made the 75 all-time team.
See, that's
a little tough, right?
I'm not going there.
Okay,
That's
okay,
ridiculous.
okay.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah,
He's tough to beat out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Anthony Davis is the problem.
yeah,
Like just because like if Anthony Davis played in the Eastern Conference, and
oh my gosh, if he played with like the Celtics or
Yeah.
something,
and like he wasn't on a just be real here, like at the time a piss poor franchise with the New Orleans Pelicans,
Right.
like they just weren't. I
Yeah,
know he made yeah.
that's a great point. In his prime, like when he was silky smooth, when he wasn't getting
Yeah.
hurt, if he was with a different team,
and then as soon as he Lakers ring,
yeah,
but now LeBron's on that clock.
yeah, that is true.
Mhm.
Imagine if he would have been matched up with like a prime. I'm trying to think a prime Dame or like a good guard or a good wing.
Well, it's like most people probably have Joel Embiid. If the people that make that argument probably have Joel Embiid on there and Anthony Davis out, put Anthony Davis on any of those Eastern Conference teams. The East is just always weaker.
Oh,
And
my
I don't care what you say,
gosh.
man. Like the East is always weaker. He would feast.
So what you're saying is that if Anthony Davis was on those Sixers teams instead of Joel Embiid,
they might have a ring.
They would have done extremely better.
I think so. I don't know what Joel Embiid's a tough guy to crack. He does not do well in the playoffs.
Yeah.
For a guy that averages over 1 point per minute, like it's like 1.1 every minute he's out there on the court during the regular season, at least this year. Playoffs, he just disappears over and over.
They had a squad back in the day when they had Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler. I think they had JJ Redick too,
Simmons,
Ben Simmons, and they had PJ Tucker too.
Was Maxey there yet? No, I don't think Tyrese Maxey.
No,
was
I don't
there
think
yet.
he was there yet. And trying to think who else. I think that's all I can name. I don't know. I can't.
They
go
had
into
some
their
role
bench.
players behind it. I
couldn't go to the bench, but that starting five right there
should have won a ring. That's a damn good lineup.
Yeah. Who did they lose to? Celtics all them years?
Yeah, I think it was like Celtics over and over again.
Yeah.
It was a mixed bag. I think one year it might have even been the Hawks. Or no, I think they actually beat the Hawks. Hawks had that one weird year where Trae Young, they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And now the Hawks are just stuck in playing land. Same thing with the Chicago Bulls.
That is true. Oh, they lost to the Raptors.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that shot in the corner.
Is that his best moment of all time, or is it Spurs? His Spurs history with Tim Duncan, or that moment with just him leading that Toronto Raptors team with Pascal Siakam? And
I don't think he hit stardom until like that moment.
That was a new level of stardom for sure.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize who he was with the Spurs. I'm not to be disrespectful. I'm saying
you
like,
had to watch it. Yeah.
I'm saying like household name, of course, because I mean you're on a team with Manu Ginobili was a bigger name than Kawhi when he was on the Spurs,
and Tim Duncan was casting a shadow over everybody.
Yeah, and you got Tony Parker too, like so.
And you got Greg Popovich, so people are going to call it the coaching over the players sometimes.
Exactly. But yeah, those matchups with him and young him and prime Braun, those were some fun matchups to watch.
Yeah,
for sure.
Pacers Roy Hibbert versus LeBron was always a fun one too.
Yeah,
Roy Hibbert's just an all-time one of my favorite NBA players that didn't make the stretch 5 jump. The Zach Randolph, the Roy Hibbert, those guys kind of died.
Yeah, they didn't. If they would have been around probably like 5 years before their time, they probably would have lasted a little bit longer.
Yeah, and it's just tough because they hit that transition where like all of a sudden they're playing inside, and then it's like next year it's like, hold on, what? I'm on the perimeter a lot now. What's going on here?
Yeah,
and I'm not just on the perimeter to pull me out. Like, no, I gotta pull up a contest. Like these guys are just draining them on me.
Yeah,
like the first time they played Karl Anthony Towns, they're like, what the hell is the 7-footer shooting 40%? Damn near.
Is Karl Anthony Towns the best
3-point big shooter?
Yeah, of all time.
Spot up shooter, yeah. Best shooter, Jokic.
Okay.
For 5, yeah, I think it's got to be Jokic. Just because his shot, it's kind of like Steph Curry, where his ability to create shots is for his size is ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you think Wemby's going to be in that conversation now?
Yeah, he's scary.
Yeah.
I
don't think people are realizing how good of a year he just had. Like he just had 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks a game.
Yeah, it was
12 or
I
know
like
it's
3. It was 3.3 blocks a game.
Yeah,
which is insane.
I don't know about the rebounds. I might have been. It was either 10 or 13, or maybe I just butchered that.
So we got it right here. 30 minutes, 21.4 points per game. Field goal percentage, not great, but rookie year, that's only going to get better. 46%, 32 from the 3-point line. Not bad for a 7-footer. You're shooting 32%. That's only probably going to get better as well. 10 rebounds, so he averaged a clean double-double. 3.9 assists. You weren't expecting a ton there. And again, with the game speed, I imagine he just gets more comfortable. 1.2 steals. Oh, shaved him on blocks. 3.6 blocks per game. He rounded up. He's almost averaging 4 blocks a game.
That's ridiculous.
Him and Chet Holmgren.
7'4". He's 7'4".
Mm-hmm.
Chet's what? 7'1", 7'4".
I think Chet's 7'2". At least we got an American that also can do that, because does the European ball, this Team USA basketball, we're gonna have some dogs coming down the road.
But think about it. Gilbert Arenas brought up a great point. He said, okay, there's like 6 really good overseas players right now in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got Jokic, Luka, Shea.
Shea's Jamal Murray is Canadian as well.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's not the one I'm
Giannis,
yeah, that's
Luka,
Jokic. Who's our 5th one? We got like 2 more. Or maybe it's Jamal Murray. Okay.
I think he's one of the best guards probably foreign.
Jamal Murray,
SGA and Jamal.
And then I'm trying to think. Joel is technically
Joel Embiid. He's going to play for Team USA.
Okay, so I guess
so he could go, but no, he's going USA.
Okay, so other than that, those 5, right?
Who do we got? I was kind of looking up Chet Holmgren's stats. We're just as eye popping.
yeah. Wait, what is it?
So you got to keep in mind he's on a good team.
Yeah,
so he can't
first in the West.
Yeah, he can't be. What a great rookie year. Be on the number 1 team in the loaded
rookie year
West.
with an asterisk though.
Yeah, true. 16.5 points per game. 53, so he's got better shooting percentages. 53%. You're on a better team, better spacing, makes sense. 37% from 3 though. He's almost shooting 40%, and he's 7'1", so he is shorter by 3 inches.
He's still 7'1".
I'm sure his wingspan's like 7'4".
Yeah.
I'm sure it's right up there with Victor. 37% from 3, close to 40. 7.9 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 2.3 blocks. So Victor, argue, had the better season, but if Chet's on the Spurs, his numbers might look even more impressive. Wow. Just kind of depends on it. Those guys are both incredible.
Yeah.
Thunder are going to be scary.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they'd first round exit.
Yeah. How much do you pay attention to the experience? Because SGA does have some under his belt, but the other guys, not as much.
I don't know. I mean, you just look at the last few years. It's always been teams that's been there.
Mm-hmm.
Except you got some outliers. You got the Celtics, but I mean, at some point we got to call the Celtics a veteran squad.
I don't know what it is with the Eastern Conference Finals and the Yips. They can't break through that door to save their life. Like I almost want to say the experience is almost hurting them to this point. Like I wonder if it's like a head game, because it's like they're best record in the NBA. I think they got 63 wins on the regular season. Yeah, above them by far, the best record. And it's kind of been like that for a while now until they get to the postseason play. And then they know they're the best. And then, someone forces Jaylen Brown left and it just falls apart.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy. That's crazy. But like, when do you think it's time to say like, okay, like JT just isn't that guy? Or is that premature if they don't get to it this year?
I think it's premature.
Okay.
How old is Tatum? Like 20? He might be my age, which is crazy to think about. Knowing these guys are in the NBA just balling. I think Tatum's probably like 25, 26. So he's not even in his prime yet. So I'm nowhere near pulling the plug. And as this season, just for the fun of it, if we talk about whether it's we want to pull a plug on a guy like this to see if you can make a splash trade to get other superstars in place this season, 35 minutes play, 47%, 37% from the 3-point line, 83% free throw shooter, 8.1 rebounds, 5 assists. You round up, 0.6 blocks, 1 steal a game, only 2.5 turnovers, 26.9 points per
I'll
game.
do it.
Yeah, so I'm not pulling the plug on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting better too. You just keep watching his game. Like, he's super impressive.
Yeah, so we should expect them to get where?
They better make it to the finals. The East is weak this year, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, is there anybody on the East that like kind of flirts with the idea that you think has a chance to upset the Celtics? Because they clean slate on the Eastern Conference this year.
Yeah, it's not really close. It's not really close. Where are the
So you'd be looking at Cavalier.
I'm about to say Cavs,
Knicks
maybe.
is sneaky team that nobody's talking about. Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, he's a ball player.
But if you're worried about experience, the Bucks, I'd want to say, but Giannis with the calf strain, he's going to be iffy for game 1 versus the Pacers.
Oh, yeah.
So even if he comes back, like I wonder if he's like super comfortable or if he's just going to try to get back in a hurry. So that makes a difference. Damian Lillard, he's been not bad, but he hasn't been as great as you were hoping for.
Are the Sixers in it?
Playing team.
They're a playing team?
Playing team, yeah. They're sitting there at 7, and they got the Miami Heat, which is tough draw for the play-in. If you watch the last season at all, you know the Miami Heat are scary regardless of what seed they are.
Yeah, that's just like the Lakers.
They really are.
Yeah.
The Lakers are. They're Lakers
I don't know,
and the Heat and the Warriors all kind of fit that mold.
Yeah, I don't know what happens to Jimmy Butler when playoff time comes, but he just turns into a different individual. All of a sudden, he starts shooting like 40% from 3. And
probably the biggest mistake by the 76ers, letting that guy go.
Yeah, I guess there's a bunch of issues.
I hear he's a hard guy to coach. Like, not here, I don't hear personally, but just kind of hearing the murmurs around the mill. There's our first flash of lightning, so
oh boy,
hopefully you're not running out in hail. I think you'll be good.
Yeah,
it'll be just rain. But yeah, I think he probably is a hard guy to coach.
Yeah,
just based, but it's like that hunger of just wanting to be perfect all the time, and when he doesn't see that, you might take it as aggressive, or he might not want to listen. But
yeah,
he shows up. You can't deny that.
Yeah, he adds a lot of attention to himself off of the things he does, obviously. So, I mean, that's probably just hard to coach in itself as well.
Out of all these teams, I'm going to take the Lakers out of this just because I know you're going to pick the Lakers. But the Warriors, the Heat, and
Heat.
I'm trying to think like dark horses in this whole thing. Lakers could be a dark horse, but I know you like them. Their odds already. Out of dark horses outside of that, I'll even let you throw like teams like 3-seeded Timberwolves, 6-seeded Suns, just because the season has been that great. So I think most people are looking at it's going to be the Nuggets, Mavericks, Clippers on the West, and on the East it's maybe going to be the Celtics, Bucks. I think it's probably as far as anybody's willing to go on the East.
I think.
And then we'll throw it to break here once we get these.
I think T-Wolves make it to the conference finals.
T-Wolves would have to beat the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Last time they played, he dropped 41 on Gobert.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
How do you?
I don't know. I just think it'll just be a cool moment for Anthony Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Is Cat healthy?
I think he's healthy. Let me double check.
If Cat's not healthy, then they don't.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive
they have no chance.
I'm pretty sure he's, unless something happened, but I think he's still playing.
Yeah, if they're both healthy, then
we'll do some fact checking here before we go to break. He is. Yeah, he's back. We're good. His last one was, oh no, meniscus.
Oh no. Okay, well, I take that back.
13. Whoa, did I miss this 2 days ago? Hold on. Okay, we're gonna have to double check. We're gonna throw it to break here because that is huge.
Never mind.
That might be minor. Well, I'm gonna have to double check on that. Hopefully, it's just flared up on it. But nonetheless, we'll throw the break here, do some fact checking, come back, give you the right answers on the other side. This is What's Brewing. Chancellor Brewington, the host, as always, to my left.
Register today for the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel with Gatorade. Brought to you by Pepsi Cola of Lincoln, a proud partner of the Cornhusker State Games.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in April. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Foundation for Lincoln Public Schools. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Homeowners, is your yard in distress? Is your lawn being held hostage by stubborn and unruly weeds? Never fear, lawn lovers. Weedman is here. We'll rescue your lawn and restore its beautiful emerald green glory. The results of our expertly applied program are sure to impress the toughest of critics, your neighbors. Take that, Dale. Vanquish weeds and transform your lawn this year with Weedman Lawn Care. Get 50% off your first application. Go to weedman.com today. Terms and conditions apply. Go to weedman.com today.
It's officially one of the greatest weeks of the year on the sports calendar, Masters Week. Book your tee time today with friends, family, or coworkers at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Doors open at 10 a.m. from Thursday to Sunday, and they'll have food directly from Augusta National, like pimento cheese sandwiches, Georgia pecan caramel popcorn, and lots more. Plus specialty drinks to get you in the mood for the greatest golf tournament in the world. Book a bay today at doubleeagle.golf.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time of year it is. Sports seasons: football season, baseball season, or even off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now, of course. And now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season, y'all. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolateseason.com. See you there.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere sprayer during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Leverage the industry's latest technology with See and Spray to target weeds in season in corn and soybeans and use less herbicide per acre. Utilize Exact Apply to save in chemical usage and prevent over-application. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Attention all Wings fans! 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington here on Ticket Weeknights. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. Chancellor, the host, to my left. If you guys want to join in, be the first brewer to chime in, 402-464-5685, streaming Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo Channel 961. Always a great way to put a face to the voice But nonetheless, we talked a lot of NBA on the first segment. We can keep going that route, or I'll throw it to you, Brewington.
Yeah. Did you see the final list for the USA basketball team?
Yeah, I saw they're finalizing it. I'll pull it up right here. I gave it a glance, but off the top of my head.
But I think there's like one more spot open.
They're keeping it open.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's going to be like a X factor. Like we'll see what we kind of need, what this roster looks like for a last second call up.
Yeah, I think it would be fun to look at the list and see who we think should be that X factor.
Okay,
because I know for sure got Steph, which that would be cool to watch him and KD and LeBron. I know AD, Anthony Davis is in there. I know Anthony Edwards. Who else am I missing?
Okay, this is from The Athletic, and this is from today. Athletic, always a good source. So, as expected and previously reported by The Athletic, so not much has changed. The big thing we talked about, keeping his possible spot open. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid. Again, that's the guy. He's going to be playing for the U.S. Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, and Drew Holiday made the team.
Drew Holiday?
Mm-hmm.
Did he really? What? No Anthony Edwards?
No, they're still going. Joining the team, Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, and then one open spot. Potentially. They might fill it out really quick. Like by tomorrow, who knows? Maybe they put a guy on it. But out of that roster,
Dame doesn't want to be on it?
I don't know if he got selected.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because it's like, if you have Steph, do you need Dame? Or do you need, because like when it comes to,
I feel like you need probably how many real wings do you have? JT, KD, and LeBron? Kawhi's not on there, right?
Yeah, they have a picture of Kawhi Leonard, but I'm not
Paul
seeing
George,
LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum.
Who's coaching?
Trying to figure out, okay, including Grant Hill, he's possibly on there. I'm not seeing Kawhi Leonard at all. Okay, here we go. Teams were going to take 12 players to the Olympics. Kawhi Leonard is the leading candidate for the USA vacancy with Paul George, Paolo Banchero, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson. So that is that last spot open. So out of those guys, I mean, Kawhi Leonard, I'm taking Kawhi every time. But with the injury, it's tough.
You think he's going to play, though?
Yeah, and like and it makes sense for him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even going to call him unpatriotic because that guy,
right?
As we talked, like knee soreness possibly going into this, like that's tough. Paul George, I really like defense. I'm kind of all in on defense. I'm taking Kawhi Leonard, all Paul George. Like I love Jalen Brunson's game, but we've seen what foreign ball looks like. You have to play good defense.
Yeah, and they're really long. They're really long. Oh my goodness, there's lightning going crazy out there.
Yeah, it's a good thing the show gets over at 10, man.
Yeah, seriously.
You might need to
book it home.
Yeah, I might give Ben a call here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll keep check the weather before you decide to tell everybody to drive in.
No,
I think we
seriously.
should be good.
Yeah.
I should look at the radar again. But I do know, like, these next 2 days, park your car inside.
Yeah.
Don't take the risk. Yeah. But yeah, who would you take? I would take probably Paul George, just for the sake of injury. I would take Kawhi over Paul, but again, I don't know with Kawhi's injuries if it's worth it.
I would say Paul George, but okay, I'm trying to think of someone who's not on that list. Those four
hidden
players.
gem. Would you even
gem.
consider like a Chet, like a young player?
No, you can't take Victor.
Nah, you can't take Victor.
You're not from here.
You'll be playing him if you draw him.
Yeah, Chet. Yeah.
Or even Damian Lillard. I know you mentioned him before.
Dame, yeah.
I just think you got enough shooting. I think you need defense.
What about Cat?
That'd be a good one. What do you got for bigs already, though?
Yeah, Bam.
Yeah, you got Bam Adebayo. You go up to the top here.
Just Bam, right?
Anthony Davis.
Oh,
Bam
AD
Adebayo.
and Joel Embiid. Yeah, we don't need any more bigs.
You're good on that. Yeah.
We don't need any more bigs. I don't even know what would the starting lineup out of that be. Steph.
You're definitely going to start LeBron. You're going to start Steph.
You got Steph at the 1. Who's at the 2? Do you book? Or you put?
Do you want size there?
Probably put KD at the 2.
Yeah. You play big. I think you put
KD.
Well,
2.
no, you go Steph at the 1. Then you got LeBron. You can go LeBron at the 2, KD at the 3, and just have a really big monster lineup.
Yeah, and go Bam.
Bam 4.
Bam 4, Joel 5.
Joel 5 or AD 5.
Joel.
I like Joel too.
Yeah.
I think he fits that foreign game better.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of more of a bruiser. AD's more of a, and if he's got a good shooting night, you're going to put AD in. But if he's not shooting well, Joel Embiid all the way.
Yeah. That would be so fun to watch.
Do you think this roster is like no question going to win it? Or do you think it comes pretty close?
I mean, I think we've learned from years past, like in, what was that, 04?
2 just 2000s have been brutal. The early 2000s in particular, there's like quite a few of those where they've been disappointing for the U.S.
Yeah, I think in 04 when it was like young Melo, young D Wade, young Braun.
Yeah, that was the really bad one.
Yeah, the OGs were like Duncan, Carlos Boozer, like all those guys, like, and they just got smacked.
Yeah.
And then obviously Braun comes back and they lose. They lose in the not the US, not like the for gold, but like the FIBA games. They lose in that. I think they get bronze there. And then obviously they add Kobe to the team and everything changes.
Rest is history. That was the second quote unquote dream team.
Yeah.
Nothing's beaten 72 dream team, but that was a good one.
Yeah. But I think it's gonna be fun to watch. I think it's gonna be interesting to see who elevates and who separates in that time. Because there's always like a random player that you might not think is gonna take over. Like I remember for the USA team, like the redeem team, whatever you want to call it. I remember D Wade like had like a crazy game off the bench to get to the finals.
Yeah, I would say it's Kobe, and I'm biased. I love Kobe, but he was like he took that team to a new level because it was kind of like, I'm sure you heard the stories. I think LeBron's even said it on podcast, but you can even watch the documentary on it where they all thought they were there hyped, like ready to get to work, and they'd get done with the practice. Like they would go to the workouts. It's not like they weren't working out, but then at the end of the night, they'd go club in or whatever, go hang out with friends, not maybe doing anything crazy, but just going to a bar, enjoying you being in a foreign country. And then they come back. It's like 3 a.m. Kobe's in the room.
Yeah.
And he's just waking up for his workout as they're getting back from the night.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we thought we were about it. And then it just changed.
Everything
and was the start of Dream Team 2, according to players on that roster.
I think it's going to be tough to have that type of focus when you got Steph, who's 30 something, LeBron, obviously 40. You got KD, who's like what, 34, 30, 35, I think, at least.
I think even older. He might be 30. Was he same draft class as DeMar DeRozan, or was he before?
I think KD.
I think he's before.
KD was like 08.
I want to say he's like 37 years old.
Yeah. But then you got, who else? You got, I think your young guys are Bam.
Oh, 35. Okay.
Your young guy is who? AD, not AD. AD's pretty old. He's 30 something.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is
going to be
your
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
Devin Booker, are still a young guy.
D-Book.
Jason Tatum on that. Okay, I was just gonna say, it's like Jason Tatum, he's on the list.
Yeah.
That's the other young guy.
Oh, you start JT? No, you can't. You can't or put him at the 2. You could go Steph, JT, Bron at the 3, KD at the 4, and Joel at the 5. You could do that. And Jason Tatum still is like 6'9", so you're not losing any height.
That might work better because you get some young guys in there too.
Yeah.
I think I'm good with that one too because Jason Tatum's got size. I'm just big on size when you start getting to these foreign games.
Yeah.
Because the fact that, as soon as it hits the rim, players can just yank it off there. Like it's way more physical. And the ball movements, like maybe not even just size, but like who are my legit defenders? And Jason Tatum has proven enough to me that he can definitely play on that.
Yeah. I wonder how the culture is going to be. Like, I think that's the biggest thing when you get to international games that I've seen on the documentaries and stuff like that is like the culture of the team. Like who's going to make it a team, not just a bunch of individual players just playing.
Yeah.
And
that was like Kobe's thing. That was, like even Melo that one year.
Yeah.
Like he really got things going for him. I do think I'd be surprised to see this team fall apart. Just because he talked about the age thing.
Yeah.
Like LeBron's 40. I don't think he's going out clubbing regardless, even if he wanted to.
Seriously.
And then like a lot of those guys, like I think they're understanding. Like we're coming to the end of a generation here.
It's kind of crazy.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Because I grew up watching Warriors Cavs over and over and over. But we're gonna, before we know it, like Kevin Durant is gonna be out of the league. Steph Curry out of the league. Draymond on there. Sorry, Draymond, but he's just not quite up there with the others. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry,
Chris Paul.
Yeah, those guys are on their way out.
Paul George on the way out. I know he's a little bit younger. Kawhi Leonard. Who else?
Those are the real superstars. I'm off the top of my head right now. There's some others that are fringe superstars.
Yeah,
but it's definitely coming to a head here, and I think that's going to be understood. Like, if you walk into a locker room and you see LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and you act a fool, like I don't see that happening.
That'd be so good for like Tyrese and Anthony Edwards and like all them young cats, like that would be so valuable for them to be in that same build and same as like All-Star Weekend. I'm sure they get so many nuggets.
Oh yeah,
and just learn a lot of things if they're willing, if they want to, of course.
I don't know if they get a lot of nuggets during All-Star.
Yeah,
game.
there's
That's vacation
weekend.
Yeah, maybe you get some good wisdom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
yeah. But like actual play stuff, you won't get that until
maybe some workout tips, stuff like that. But no, when it comes to that, it does feel like, if these guys aren't on their A game, I'd be really surprised. Like I'm gonna be hard pressed to seeing LeBron, Steph, KD, low fit, and with the younger guys, I think those are their idols for the most part. Like I think if you're in the NBA and you're any of those players, like not quite in their prime but heading towards their prime, it's probably in your head. Like they're not young pups. They're old enough to understand like this is going to be the last chance I have to really play with these guys and absorb as much as I can. And it seems like a good room. Like I'm going to be very surprised if these guys don't pull it off, just because I feel like the intensity is going to be there, which has been missing in years past.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I don't think there's anybody that really beats them. I mean, Jokic is out there, but just the surrounding cast around him. Like the Canadian team might be one of the scarier ones, surprisingly.
Yeah,
Shea, Jamal Murray, Pascal Siakam. Is Pascal Siakam? No, is he?
I think he might be.
I don't check on that.
I don't know, but them two in the backcourt gonna be crazy. I mean,
where Pascal Siakam's from? I can spell his last name. He is. Where's he born? I know he plays for the Toronto Raptors. Does not mean he's Canadian. Oh, Cameroon. Okay, so no.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
I don't even know what that is.
I was like testing my geography skills. I want to say Cameroon is on the west of Africa.
Okay.
If I'm correct. I'll do some geography lessons, but we got to throw at the break here nonetheless. We'll throw at the break. I'll check on my geography. Maybe we'll look at Team Canada and who they all got. But nonetheless, we got play-in starting tomorrow. We got Team USA basketball. We got Jake Paul versus 57-year-old Mike Tyson on July 20th. Crazy things happening in the sports world. So don't go anywhere. This is What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hey Nebraska! Register today for the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel with Gatorade, brought to you by Pepsi Cola of Lincoln, a proud partner of the Cornhusker State Games.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in April. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. And try the caramel latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Foundation for Lincoln Public Schools. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Homeowners, is your yard in distress? Is your lawn being held hostage by stubborn and unruly weeds? Never fear, lawn lovers. Weedman is here. We'll rescue your lawn and restore its beautiful emerald green glory. The results of our expertly applied program are sure to impress the toughest of critics, your neighbors. Take that, Dale. Vanquish weeds and transform your lawn this year with Weedman Lawn Care. Get 50% off your first application. Go to weedman.com today. Terms and conditions apply. Go to weedman.com today.
It's officially one of the greatest weeks of the year on the sports calendar, Masters Week. Book your tee time today with friends, family, or coworkers at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Doors open at 10 a.m. from Thursday to Sunday, and they'll have food directly from Augusta National, like pimento cheese sandwiches, Georgia pecan caramel popcorn, and lots more, plus specialty drinks to get you in the mood for the greatest golf tournament in the world. Book a bay today at doubleeagle.golf.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into What's Brewing with Chancellor Brewington. The host, as always, to my left. Harrison Arn's on the ones and twos. We've got a little bit of time here if you guys want to join in. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. Is this finally the year for the men's USA national team to go ahead and try to win? Are they going to have another disappointing appearance? But nonetheless, Chase Brewington, we got only a few minutes here. Where do you want to go next? And we did look up, by the way, Cameroon is in Africa, West Africa. had to fact check myself there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. When's spring game? April what?
I want to say it's like mid-April.
April 27th, I think.
Is it that late? I thought it was earlier than that. Let me double check.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I think it's April 27th. Yeah.
I think
check here.
That'll be fun. Hopefully it's not raining then.
Yeah, Matt Rule did say it's not going to be as, I don't want to say definitely not as aggressive. It's going to be a little more lax compared to last spring, which is fine to me. Like I don't really need to see players get hurt. Like I just want to, as long as they're getting good reps out of it, like it's good for the fans to see it. But yeah, I just really want to make sure it's like worth the players' time. And it is, I mean, it's probably worth it to get somewhat of the feel of home games though, right?
Yeah, just to get on the field and run out and see what it feel like. And but
yeah, April 27th.
Yeah, that'll be fun though.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun. I'm sure everyone's looking forward to it.
As always, I mean, we love Nebraska Cornhusker football. That's just like a fact. And well, volleyball too. I think we just love sports. Like Lincoln just loves sports.
For sure. Like someone said, it's a volleyball school. Is that true? You think? Are we a volleyball school?
I'll give them credit for it. They're winning.
Yeah.
If you want to be the, insert sport and school name, win.
Win.
Volleyball wins, man.
Yeah, they do.
Like I'm not gonna be shamed by that. Like, yeah, we got a damn good volleyball team here in Lincoln.
For sure, dude.
I hope you come here and play them sometime.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be there and I'll watch you guys lose. Like if you want to call it a volleyball school, like absolutely. I don't care. And I hope one day we can be a volleyball football school and like it's just dominant. Like so like
powerhouse.
I never take that as this. I'm like, come play us up here.
All right. Come on.
You guys don't want to do it. You'll be embarrassed.
Yeah.
No, I got a lot of pride in the volleyball team, which you should, with John Cook. Like, even if I understand they lost to Texas. Don't want to say shout out to them, but yeah, still an incredible run. Like that was so fun to watch those guys.
Right. I remember watching the Texas game. But yeah.
That was tough.
Yeah, that was tough.
That's volleyball though. It's such a momentum based sport because Pittsburgh wasn't that bad. We wiped the floor with them. But like if we play them another day, I still think we win, but I don't think it looks like that. Like we just, they just had a flat. They came out flat that day, and volleyball's so built off momentum. And then once it kind of just starts going, snowballing the other way, it's kind of similar in football that way, where it's really tough to swing that momentum back. And yeah, they kind of got that going for them versus Pittsburgh, and then they fell flat. Like I don't think they played their best game. I'm sure they feel that way too. So I don't feel bad saying it, but no, it was a great run, and it just momentum wasn't in their favor, and they couldn't ever get in front of it. So
yeah,
it's tough. It's brutal. Volleyball tournament is brutal.
You know, it'd be cool if Lincoln had like a big lake here.
Holmes Lake?
Nah, yeah.
Not like a big lake.
Like a big lake.
Yeah, you have to go to Omaha. There's some out there, but it's kind of nothing here in Lincoln.
Yeah, like a lake where like people like go for summers and like stuff like that. That would be cool.
It is fun. Like up in my
like a Lake
hometown.
Michigan.
Yeah, we have Lewis and Clark Lake up
Not
in
that big,
northeast
though.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Beautiful hidden gem because like no one's going to northeast Nebraska for a sick lake spot.
Right.
Beautiful.
Really?
Oh yeah, wakeboarding. You can do whatever you want. Tubing.
Really?
Kneeboarding if you're into that. Like yeah, it's not a lot of boats there. Like it gets busy, of course,
Yeah.
but like compared to other like the Ozarks stuff like that, no, it's a hidden gem.
The Ozarks, where's that?
I've never been.
Where is it though?
I don't know.
Just
know it's a big lake.
I know. I just realized that the Ozarks is a real thing.
Oh yeah, let's look it up. I mean, it's not too far from
It's
us,
like
I
the
know.
TV show.
Yeah,
with
that's a great show.
What's his face?
Don't quiz me on actors. That's one of my worst
Jason
skills.
Bateman. Jason Bateman, right?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it is Bateman. Okay, Ozarks Mountain, blah blah blah. Missouri and Arkansas. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's close by.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I knew it wasn't like super far. I knew it was like somewhat of the Midwest area because I got a lot of people from. I should know where it's at. It tells you how much I've been out to the Ozarks, which is not at all, but yeah, it's definitely an awesome location.
Yeah.
Do you wakeboard or kneeboard any of that?
Nope, never have.
Are you
I
a boat
would-
person at all? Like, will you at least hang?
Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure. I love
Yeah.
the boat. I love the boat.
I don't wakeboard either. I was just
Yeah,
like,
I
that stuff's
definitely want to
crazy.
try though. But I heard people like break their collarbone though.
If you're trying to be crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about like if you got a driver you trust,
Yeah,
like you don't need to be doing crazy stuff.
it's crazy that you can get hurt from water impact.
Yeah,
like people. I mean, I didn't realize that until people was like, "Yeah, I broke my collarbone," or I knocked myself out, or
Yeah, it's people get crazy with that stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sean Cottle if he's listening. He's one of my friends back in the day, and they went out. I want to say it was someplace out in Arizona, and he just jumped.
Saguaro Lake.
What was it?
Saguaro.
I don't think so.
Lake Havasu.
I think it might have been Lake Havasu.
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
That's about the only two lakes.
Well, okay, so it's probably that one. But he jumped off a massive cliff and looked like he should have died off it. But he got
Really?
up. Yeah, dude, just I don't know how he got through it, but I'm pretty sure he was pretty bruised up after it.
Yeah.
Probably had a little bit of motivation. Some. He was legal of age, so he could drink a little bit. But some wisdom with him. But yeah, it was. I'll show you the video at some point. But it was insane. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And he's just like, "I'm fine." just barely holding on, just kind of back floats to the boat. Like it's crazy. So yeah, definitely a good time. If you're one of those lake people, just be smart out there.
Yeah, be smart.
Yeah, don't let the liquid courage get too much of you because it can be a bad decision at times. But nonetheless, that's going to go ahead and wrap up our show. We switched it up on you. We wrapped up talking lakes here. Some geography.
You just never know. You just never know.
Yeah, that's how it goes. What's Brewing? Chancellor Brewington. The host is always to my left. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. Appreciate you guys listening, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.